guys, and welcome to another edition of Football Family Feud. And today, in this episode, we're going to be talking about Gosens, Sancho, Werner, Jorginho, Toure, and Andres Gomez.
Well done! Didn't he do well? He's my new presenter. So before we get into the main video, guys, you know what to do.
Like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and turn on all notifications to be notified whenever we make a video like this. Subscribe to EMB Football News. His link will be in the description. Yeah,
there's a EMB Football News. Someone close to us is doing those videos, so make sure you give them a follow, guys, or a sub. I'll get mixed up with Twitter and YouTube. Yeah, so give them a sub. So before we get into the transfer news, guys, we've been making some videos. The last two videos we've done a Chelsea, what's that? Jamaica 11, and we've also done a Chelsea Africa 11. English guys, don't worry, we're going to do a Chelsea England 11. We plan to do a Chelsea Dutch 11, a Chelsea Spanish 11, a South American 11 as well. Yeah, we could make up a team of 11 Dutch players, and we can make up a team of 11 Spanish players.
Spanish players are easy.
Yeah,
probably 11 Spanish players now.
And also a South American 11 as well. So guys, watch those ones, because what I notice on this channel is when we try to do something different and give you a different flavour, then we don't get a lot of views. But whenever we make a sensational video, like say Sancho to join Chelsea, or you notice that lots and lots of people are looking for those sort of videos. But guys, at the moment, because we've got not a lot of football going on, there's going to be a lot of speculation. So don't believe all the speculation. But having said that, because what we're going to be doing is just reporting on the news that's out there. I keep saying on this channel that all we're doing is reporting on the stories and giving our views. This doesn't mean that this player is going to sign for us. Yeah. So don't get your hopes up. So just bear that in mind. So the first guy is Robin who?
Robin Gosens.
Do you know anything about him?
Or Gosens. Yeah.
You don't know anything about him, do you?
Yeah. He plays for Swansea.
No.
Get it? Swan, goose.
Oh.
Goes.
Oh, I see what you did there. Okay. Well. Very funny. So he's another left. We've been linked with so many left backs. No, he plays in the German league.
Yeah.
And no, not in Derby Leipzig. Nope. I can't remember what team it is actually. But yeah, he plays. He plays. No, he's German, but he doesn't play. He plays for Atalanta. What am I talking about? He's a German guy who plays for Atalanta. German left back. We were linked with him earlier on in the window, but then I think we were linked with him in the January one. But then those links died down, and so he was forgotten about. And then the links again have resurfaced today to say that Chelsea are very much interested in him, and they quote that the reason why we're looking at him is because the left back. Do you know his name?
Madison.
Left back. Zane, you're embarrassing me now.
What? Bard. No,
Ben.
Me. Ben Harrison. Ben.
Oh, please, Zane, please.
Ben and Holly. Ben Cold. Ben Shiver. Ben Chilwell.
Oh, you got there in the end. Oh my word. So Ben Chilwell, they're saying that we're going to be
Everton. That was a joke as well.
No, I don't think you're joking.
It was a joke.
I don't think so. Yeah, so it looks like we're going to be priced out of the market for Ben Chilwell. Leicester are sticking to their guns, and in today's environment where money's going to be tight because of the coronavirus, Leicester would either have to reduce the fee that they want on Ben Chilwell to around about 30. I think a realistic fee for Ben Chilwell for me would be about 35-40 million. If they're asking anything more than 60 million, then that's way too expensive for him. He's a promising left back, but that's what all he is, promising. He isn't at that level to be commanding a fee of 80 million. But Leicester don't need to sell because they're quite wealthy now, and they can offer big wages as well on him. So that's why they're probably playing hardball when it comes to his transfer. But the Tellez links have died down. Remember we were linked with Tellez earlier on in the window, and that's gone quiet now because there's another left back we've been linked with, and his name is, do you know? What's his name?
Toure.
Ballo-Toure. So he plays in the French league at the moment, and Chelsea. I don't know. I've never ever heard of him. Have you? I can't. I got to put my hands up and say I haven't heard of him. You're thinking of Yaya Toure, or what's the one we had at Chelsea?
Toure.
Can't you remember the one we had at Chelsea?
Oh, Michael Toure.
And he plays for Lyon now. Do you remember? Oh no, I'm getting mixed up as well myself.
Bakayoko or something.
No, I'm sure we had a Toure. Oh no, who am I thinking of?
That's Man City, Yaya Toure.
No, we had Yaya Toure at Man City. Who's that? There's a name, there's a lot of names.
Bubble Rat.
No, the guy used to, and he was a left foot. Oh, I can't remember. I'll think about him. I'll think about him a bit later. But Traore, isn't it? Traore. Yeah, sorry, I'll think of the Traore. Yeah. Bertrand, isn't it? Bertrand Traore. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's right. That's him. Yeah. So I'll have to do some research on this Ballo-Toure and YouTube videos. But YouTube videos are not good for research, is it? Because a lot of people look at YouTube videos, and YouTube. I could do a compilation that makes me look good. Maybe not, but but I've seen some YouTube videos that make people like, who's the worst player you can think of? Who's the worst player you can think of? Anyone?
Snodgrass.
Yeah, Snodgrass at West Ham, for instance.
Sorry, Snodgrass.
Yeah, I could do a YouTube compilation that makes Snodgrass look good. So I don't really go by a lot of the YouTube. If you want to go, that's a little tip, guys. If you're looking at YouTube compilations, rather than looking at the ones where you see like half-a-minute snippets of them doing brilliant things, look at them in a whole match, because sometimes they do a YouTube video saying, for instance, Ballo-Toure's performance versus PSG, for instance, and they'll show you all the times he touched the ball in that match. So that gives you a better indication of what the player's like, rather than looking at taking out the best bits of their game and omitting the.
Imagine someone's a really good editor. They show the player running, they show the player in the side, they show the player from the back, and they show the player from the other side, and they show the player from the front again, just like we're doing like what's it called again? 360.
I don't watch 360. What's 360?
360, like when they go around the player.
Oh, when they do round. But what's that got to do with?
Yeah, they can edit it to make it look like that.
Is it always going off key?
How am I going off key? They can edit it to make it look like that.
Well, I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Right, anyway, back to the stories. Sancho. There's talk. It's always Manchester United, then Chelsea. Manchester United, then Chelsea. Manchester United, then Chelsea. Manchester United, then Chelsea. Now it's saying the last reports we heard is that he fancies a move back to London. And who's the team who are interested in him who are in London?
Tottenham. Probably Arsenal. West Ham. It must be West Ham.
Probably Fulham.
Yeah, Fulham. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, who else could it be? It's not Chelsea. Wait, no, not Chelsea.
Ooh, Orient. Or Millwall, maybe. Yeah. So the only team where he'll go to in London is Chelsea, but then the report, they're kind of covering their bases, I think, because what they said is he's Chelsea. Then they said, but he'll probably go to who offers him the most money. So you know that if Chelsea are going to offer him 250,000 a week, then Manchester United are going to offer him 500,000 a week.
And we're going to offer him $1 million a week.
Yeah, but my thing to Jaden: don't chase the dollar, chase the dream. Yeah. So it's a bit dangerous when people just go for the money, because that makes them lose focus. And if you go for what you think is the right project where you think you'll excel, become a better player, then I respect you more. So we'll wait and see on that
I
one.
hope Jadon Sancho isn't watching this. The thing is, I would go for money because like you have to work hard to get paid. You're just gonna, like,
No, but come on, 500,000. What's 500,000 a week to 250? How many Rolexes or cars, fast cars, can you buy? Come on,
One.
you know. I can't understand it with the Brazilians actually, because you know what they do with Brazilian footballers. They want big money because they invest. Not they what they do. They send a lot of money back home to Brazil to help their relatives. So I respect them for that. So even like with Willian, although he may join Tottenham, that's another story that he's close to joining Tottenham. I've mentioned that before in a few of my videos, but he's after a 3-year bumper contract to end his career, and maybe that's because he wants to make sure that his family in Brazil are well looked after. So
but he
I
has
can't fault him.
he only has a lot of money to spend.
Yeah,
to
but
give
it's not
back
his.
to family.
But a little bit more won't help, would it? But anyway,
It'd help.
so won't
Hurt.
hurt. Yeah. Was testing you to see if you're listening.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's the Sancho story. The other one, German one, is Werner. And what we're hearing about Werner now is that
Where are we now?
with Werner, Manchester United and Chelsea representatives has been speaking to him, because the latest is that Liverpool probably don't want to spend that much on somebody like him because they've already got the 3 guys up front, and they're wondering whether it's worth spending big on
They've already
somebody.
got Salah. Probably gonna be Ben.
Yeah, so they're wondering whether they'll spend big on Werner, who's just going to be sitting on the bench. So the talk is that they've called interest in him, but the news is that Werner really wants Liverpool, so he's still waiting to see whether Liverpool are going to make their move before deciding whether he wants to talk to Manchester United or Chelsea. But do you really want a player whose heart's not set on your club, who wants to join another club? I don't.
Wait,
No
I
matter
don't
how-
want to Chelsea a player that doesn't.
But no matter how much quality he is, if he's not interested in us and he's just using us just in case he doesn't get his Liverpool move, then I just say move on, basically. And the other story is apparently Jorginho's representatives have been talking with Juventus about a possible move back to Italy. He's obviously followed Sarri around, and Sarri wants him again. So, but Jorginho came out the other day to say that he wants to stay at Chelsea. Not sure whether that's a PR exercise, because sometimes players say, "Oh yeah, I want to stay at a club." So then, if they do leave, well, they'll say, "Look, I didn't really want to leave, but the club wanted to get rid of me." So we don't know. But Jorginho, yes or no to go? Do you think?
Jorginho, no.
No.
Jorginho,
No. Jorginho. So you prefer to keep him for next season, yeah? Even with Billy Gilmore, probably a year too early for Billy Gilmore, maybe. Yeah, but yeah, we'll watch this space.
We need to see a bit of Billy,
more of Gilmore.
A bit
more.
A bit of Billy Gilmore of him.
Yeah, and finally, the last story we got here is apparently Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham, he's a guy at Birmingham. We were linked with him earlier in the window. I don't think we need him because we're quite stacked with midfielders, but he's going to probably join Manchester United. But the talk is that if he joins Manchester United, their young prodigy Andre Gomez may move to Chelsea because he sees Bellingham as somebody in his way of progressing at Manchester United. But that again doesn't make sense to me. So he's going from one packed midfield in Manchester United to come into another packed midfield in Chelsea. So if he can't get into the Manchester United midfield, which I think is weaker than the Chelsea midfield, what makes him think that he can come into the Chelsea midfield? Yeah. So, guys, that's it for today. It was meant to be a short one, but it ended up being the wrong one. I think it's because of him.
Because of me. Because of Benny.
Right. So, what do you think about these stories? Sancho, again, Werner, do you think if he's his
Sancho or Sanchez?
Sancho, yeah, okay. Yeah, so Werner, do you think that he would you take him even though his heart's set on Liverpool? Or would you say, no, I don't want somebody who sees us as their sloppy seconds? And which left back would you want? Do you still want Tellez, guys? Do you still?
Or
do you
Ben
think
Cold? Is it?
Chilwell is the one, or would you
that's
like
it.
this guy Ballo-Toure? Ballo-Toure, tell us more about this Ballo-Toure because I don't know anything about him. Is he worth a gamble? Is he somebody who's going to improve our left back slot?
World.
So
That's a bad one.
comment below, guys, and let us know. Is he touring? Oh, Zayn.
That was the worst one.
So don't forget, guys, to
Like this video.
no. You haven't been watching a few videos. First of all, what we do? Keep.
For blue flag.
No. Keep.
Safe
Yes. Wash.
your hands
And keep
keep that blue flag flying high. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on all notifications so you'll be notified when we make a video. And don't forget to subscribe to us, EMB Football News, Baggy TV, Elijah Plays Blue, or Pacey.
Yeah. Okay. ENB news, that is. You said it too fast. So yeah, subscribe to all those channels, guys. Good watch, and we'll see you on the next video. Until then,
Stay safe.
peace out.
Keep it beautiful and happy.